Rest in peace, Dada, Rizing Starr. You will always be in my memory and in my heart. The youth with the fire upon him tongue, you know. Yeah, man, God shoot him. Alright. Yeah. I am the rising star out as I am.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. This evening, Tuesday, the 10th of August, is a very significant day in the life of young Israel Taylor, also known as Rising Starr. Because today is not only the date on which he will launch his first ever video and make his formal entrance into the music industry, but it is also the date of the second anniversary of the transition of his father, Torian Taylor, also known as Rizing Starr. My name is Zakia Uzoma Wadada, and I am the executive chair of the Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago. And it is our pleasure to be part of this momentous occasion in this young man's life. But I'm not doing this alone. With me this evening are Jade Mendoza, mother of Israel and now manager of Rizing Starr. I also have with us Monifa, his sister. No, not his sister, his aunt, sorry, because she is the sister of Zion Starr, Torian Taylor.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Welcome, Monifa. We also have with us King David, a close friend of Rizing Starr. And later, we will also meet Pumpman, and we will understand why Pumpman has to play such a critical role in this whole process. And we will also meet another good friend of Zion, Jazzy Blaze. But we want to now introduce the man of the moment, Israel Taylor, also known as Rizing Starr.
Afternoon.
Yes, welcome, Israel. Welcome. But before we proceed any further with today's agenda, we want us all to remember Rizing Starr, Torian Taylor, Israel's dad. Torian lost his life in a tragic accident on August 10th, 2019. Just about 2 weeks following his performance at the Unity Reggae concert at the Lij Yasu Omawale Emancipation Village. The concert that year, coincidentally, was held in tribute to Million Voice, who had transitioned earlier in 2019. To help us remember Zion, I want us to spend a few seconds just looking at a short video which was done in his memory.
Yeah, man, they don't know. We're there in Synergy, stand-up project, 615, pick up yourself. We play records there as Rizing Starr. I rather see the farmer than the pharmacy. You don't know, live, shuffle, pick up yourself, you're not here, but pick up your stick, you know what I mean?
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Zion Taylor, Zion Starr, you will forever continue to live in our hearts. And we look forward to your spirit continuing to be manifest in your son, the rising star out of Zion. So, to begin today's program, we are going to be speaking with members of Zion's family. We are going to be speaking with his friends. And most of all, we are going to be looking at Rising Star, Israel Taylor, and his future in the music industry, which he is about to launch today. So the first person I am going to invite to have a conversation with whom I will have a conversation is Monifa. Monifa is Zion's sister. So we want to welcome Monifa. Hi,
Hi, hi,
Monifa. How are
hi.
you today?
I'm fine.
Right. So I know today must be a challenging one for the family, but as I said, it's a bittersweet moment because it is also about remembering the 2 years of his transition, but also a important and significant day for his son. But tell us a little bit about what it has been like for the family over the past 2 years.
Okay. Well, first off, I'll start by saying that, it feels like a part of us is missing. We miss him. We feel his presence, and we just think that, every day as the day goes by, that, he could return if it's possible. That's what, how we feel and what we think of the whole situation.
Right. So tell us a little bit about Zion, the brother. you know, as his sister, different members of the family would have special relationships. Tell me about you as a sibling of Zion. What are some of your fond memories of him?
Well, first of all, he was like very protective over his family. He'll make sure that, we're safe, no matter what the situation may be, you know. And well, he's very self-righteous, a very fair person, honest, giving, He was always joyful, he bring joy when he come around, And his mom and his son was really everything to him, So that will be, my experience, with him being around and what I miss of him.
Yes. Okay. So, Manifa, finally, tell me a little how you feel, though, about Israel. How do you feel about Israel being here with us today, not only to commemorate the second year of the transition of his dad, but to launch his own video, The Rising, Son of a Star. How do you feel about that as his
Uh,
aunt?
we, well, on behalf of the family, we think that he's doing great. We are so proud of him,
Yes.
and we're
Yes.
going to continue to support him in any ways possible that we can in his music career. So we are
Yes.
absolutely proud of him, and we're there with him side by side, no matter what.
Thank you, Monifa. And I'm sure with the support that he continues to get from his family, it's only success that will be ahead of him. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please
Thanks
stay
for
with
having
us
me.
because, yes, of course. Okay, so we move on now to a very good friend of Zion Star, King David.
Yes.
Welcome, King David.
Hi, hi, bless.
Greetings.
Thanks
It's
for having me.
wonderful to see you again. Our new emancipation, Spirit of Emancipation awardee.
Awardee, yes.
Yes, yes. Welcome and thank you so much. And we did
Thanks.
say at the event that we
Mm-hmm,
will support Zion in this effort. So I'm
mm-hmm,
so happy
mm-hmm.
that you have been able to join us to do so. So tell us a little bit about your own relationship with Zion and how you feel now to be here at this moment where his son is about to launch his first video.
Well, today is a bittersweet day, a bittersweet moment. On the calendar day, I will never forget because after all the friendship and the love we shared as brothers, both spiritual, both musical, both physical, after all that time, together a call on August the 10th that your brethren in an accident, and you couldn't believe what I was hearing. And you're asking God, well, boy, let this do be true. This is now what we play in the game for. We play in the game for long life. This can be real. And to be at that moment, to be chosen to be able to go there and see my brother in that position and really reflect on the times we had, that it really mashed me up. And why it mashed me up? Because I met Zion when I was already had my career blossoming, and he was a Ruka artist, and I'm from Aruka. So when I met him, he was humble and say, "Yo, I'm a fan of you." And I told him, "Yo, I am a fan of you and your friends, Jah Angel and Jah Disciple, which is Israel Tribe." Because being an artist from Aruka, I was looking for other youth men who picking up the conscious reggae. And I always look at your videos and hear your music and watch your interviews. So he was shocked. And we became friends early on, like 15 years ago. And it was in 2012 when I moved up to Cleaver Heights in Arima. He moved up to Mausika, and we began to hang out closer at that point in time. And from 2012 to till he passed, we were like brothers, going everywhere. Every opportunity I got in the music, every opportunity to teach, for him to learn off of the industry where I was in, I gave him. And he did his course, he did his degree, and he opened his studio right there where he started to live. He opened a studio. I was there with him every step of the way. And to get our news that day was just terrible. And knowing that we take it on to his son now, knowing Israel from a little youth man, you
Yes,
know, I know the connection of seeing Zion in Israel. So to
yes,
see him now transition into this music game is like my son sing. I have a son already singing out there. His name is Tafar. I have another one named Hezi. He sings also. So I know the if Zion was here, the joy and the pride he would have felt to see his son take on the music game and mastering it at such a young age. He would have feel proud. So yes, I miss my brother. I miss him so much. But the only thing that gives me solace is that to think that he is seeing what we are doing. That's what gives me solace, that he is watching us and he is seeing. And that makes me feel proud, and I feel that his energy gives us an extra push here, and Israel acknowledged that. And how great it is to see this son take on his father's work and mastering it. I'm so proud of him, and anything I could do, I will support him. And Zan had a lot of friends, so that's
yes.
why this whole video, so much is put into it that the nation and the world can't ignore it. You know what I mean? Because Zan's friend Pumpman, I don't know if you'll come on later, but he helped him write the song. You know what I
Yes,
mean? And this is what we do. This is how we reggae artists in Trinidad live. We know each other's children, we know each other's family, and we keep it real like that. This what you're witnessing here is real contributions of love in memory of our brother Rizing Starr, and keeping his memory alive through pushing his son Israel in his career. Yeah.
thank you so much, King David. And I think, again, as with his family, the support from the community, the support from brothers like yourself and so many of the others within the fraternity, we know that he is going to be well protected with the guidance. And of course, I'm sure his dad was going to continue to look over him as an ancestor and continue to take care of him. And so now we wanted to see a very interesting video where we are going to see Zion with his son Israel. So let's take a little look. It's a short video, but it really propels us on to now meeting Israel.
This song goes out to those who lost a loved one, who has lost someone, no strong. Yeah, life goes on. Never wanna say that phrase. Never wanna.
Yes, Israel, rising star out of Zion, and Jade Mendoza. So we are now going to meet Jade Mendoza, who is now acting as as Israel's manager, as well as being his mom. Welcome, Jade.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. So I am sure this must be an interesting moment in your life. Yes? But
It
when did
is
you first
indeed.
notice that Israel had the potential to become a performing artist?
Israel first started to memorize and sing his father's song at the age of 3 years old. So at the age of three, he started to memorize word for word and sing. Yeah, he would sing his father's song.
Yes, yes. So how have you now been coping with this dual role of mother and manager? And how has they having now to play these two roles impacted your relationship with Zan? Because one time you're mommy, the next time you're the manager. How has that been working for you all?
Well, I have been learning along the way. So
Yes,
I've had a lot of help and I am picking up quickly. So I have been, progressing as the manager as I go on. But as the mommy, not a whole lot has changed. I am
yes.
still, there for him, nurturing him, everything. So it is just learning different things to do with music and on this music journey with him.
Great. And I'm sure you all are going to learn and grow together well. And of course, as indicated before, you have the full support of the family, you have the full support of his dad's friends within the fraternity. And of course, we at the Emancipation Support Committee have also offered that support to you. What
Yes,
about your plan? Yes, go ahead.
I am getting a lot of help and support. So I am so
Yes.
thankful and grateful for it.
That's right. So what do you see in Israel's future? What do you see? What are your plans for his future in this industry?
Musically, I just want Israel to perfect the art and just bring forth positive music, great music, and just enjoy himself and learn a lot go as he moves forward.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jade, for joining us.
Welcome.
I really think it was so important that all of you came together for us to do this on his behalf, even as we remember Zion Star. So
Yes.
now let's go to the gentleman who was responsible for composing this song, Song of a Star, with some amazing lyrics. I mean, it is, as if he went into the spirit and mind of Israel and created this song. So we are pleased to join us today. Pumpman, yes.
Greetings, good night, everyone.
Yes, greetings. I can't introduce you no other way because everybody know when they see you, it is Pump Man on the scene. Okay, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us. And tell us, what I really want you to talk to us about. What was your inspiration behind composing this song with such, lyrics that are so touching, lyrics that are so real for this young man?
Well, first of all, Sansa was my brother, right? Um, when the accident took place, it didn't set right with me. I met Israel in UWE, in a service they had there for Zanstar. And me and he was like reasoning, we was talking.
Yeah.
To tell me, well, you have a song to sing, you don't know what you want to sing about and them vibes. So I asked him,
Yes.
well, what name you going under? He say Rising Star. So I tell him, well, all right, well, if you want a song to sing, I'll give you a song to sing. I'll pen down something and let me see how you got it. So yeah, so while I was writing the song, it wasn't it wasn't me writing. I was writing the song, but the
Yeah.
lyric
It's just
the lyric
coming.
the lyrics, so no, the lyrics was Israel own.
Hmm.
The
Yes.
lyrics was getting in my head. It wasn't coming from me.
Yes.
It was coming from it was coming from Israel.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
it was coming from the father to within me and the father, the history me and the father have now.
Yes, yes, yes,
So it was like both of them, because if Zion was here, Zion would have write the song for him. Zion would have be writing the song for him. So I was thinking like he father
yes,
now.
yes, yes,
And I was thinking about like it wasn't me, it was Israel telling me what to write after I talk to him and you know.
yes, yeah,
Yeah. It was when I reached home and I started penning the lyrics, it was my fingers moving, but it wasn't my lyrics.
yes.
I had to make myself be Israel now.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
In a situation where um lost the father now. I lost my son 4 years ago, so
Yes.
a newborn too. So I know about loss when you lost somebody close to you. But um
Yeah.
the father, the relationship me and the father had make me write that song like how it is right now. And Israel, after talking to Israel, I was it might be hard to explain it, but I was thinking I wasn't me writing the song. It was
Yes.
Israel writing the
I
song. And
understand perfectly, Popman. I understand perfectly. You just became the vessel through which their
yeah,
thoughts and ideas were expressed, you know. And I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it is so
yeah.
obvious. It's so obvious because the words of the song are so, as you're saying, they are owned by Israel. I mean, it could not be, he could not have said what you had said, what you have said
No,
on his behalf any better, you know.
yeah,
So yes, we really thank you for that. We thank you for that support, and I know that your friend Zion truly appreciates this role that you are playing in the launch of his son's musical career. You know, so we would like to thank you very much and hope that you continue, you know, to be that vessel that can perhaps, because you know this is the beginning of his career, you know, and he will want to write more music. He wants, so you can also help him as he learns to grow, and maybe if he wants to write on his own, but with that skill that you have, we see that you could continue to support him. And we thank you very, very much.
yeah,
Yes?
man, yeah, man, no
Uh,
problem.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. So now we need to talk to the man himself, the young man himself, who indicated to me he's going to be 13 years this year. So he's entering not only the music world, but he's now entering the world of adolescence, young teenager. So let's welcome Zion. Let's welcome Israel. Israel, the rising star out of Zion.
Yeah, good
Greetings,
afternoon.
good night, Israel. How are you this evening, son?
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm good, great,
Right.
great.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, you chose to launch your video on the date of the second anniversary of your father's transition. What inspired you to do that?
Well, the song is really a well, it is a tribute to my dad, and
Okay.
as the second year memorial was coming up soon, and it was a tribute to him,
Yes.
everybody thought it was a good idea to release it on that day.
Okay. Very good. I too think it's an excellent idea. So you're doing it with the
Mhm.
full embrace of his spirit and energy. But do you have
Yeah.
a favorite tune from all those songs that you've been learning since you were 3 years old? Which one of his tunes do you like the best?
Well, I
Favorite
remember
one?
when I was 3 years old, and my dad was actually living here by my granny's house, and I
Yes,
had like a speaker in the room, and my
yes,
aunties and me would go in there, and she would put on his
yes,
music, and I would just sing and dance. And I
yes.
wouldn't really have a favorite because I love all my father's music.
Okay, great. Okay. But would you want to, let us say, is there any one of them that you would like one day for you yourself to sing or do a cover of it?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, he actually sang a song called United Africa, and
Oh,
his meaning
yes,
from the song was actually to go to Africa and sing it to the African people. So
yes.
one day, if I could do that, that would be, I think that would be
That,
out. That would be honoring him.
Okay, amazing. And that's one of our favorites as well, because he did that song and used the 2019, I think, either 2018 or 2019 Emancipation Day celebrations for a lot of the footage of that song. So of course
Yes,
we at the Emancipation Support Committee, we really love the song, the message, and of course the visuals that went with it. So we do hope, and let's see how we can make that happen, that you do this song and we get you to the continent to sing it. Yes?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, but how have you been able to cope with managing both your schoolwork and your music?
Well, before I did my SE exam, I was more focusing on the school on school than music, but I was still, going to the studio sometimes to work on this song.
Yes.
But I was more focusing on school. So my mom slash manager was telling me
Yes.
that when I
Yes.
finish with my SE exams and all my exams, and then we will focus on the music and really take it upon me to go in the studio, get more studio time and finish this song.
Wonderful. So, what is next in store for Rising Star? What do you see in your in your future, in your immediate future? What do you want to see happen next after this launch?
I see a lot more coming, from me. More music videos, everything. Just expect plenty more.
Okay. So, and I wish you every success. I wish you continued blessings. And I know that Torian Taylor, Zion Star, your dad is walking with you and is dwelling within your heart and mind, and he will continue to guide, protect, and show you the way, as well as all those of us who are here to support you. Thank you so much, Rising Star.
Yeah,
So, right. So I am going to invite Jazzy Blaze to say a few words, and then I would invite King David to introduce this great moment, the moment of seeing the video. And I want you to know that not even Zion Star has sat and watched this video. So it is a true launch for everyone who is here this evening.
Correct.
But before we ask King David to introduce the video, we have Jazzy Blaze with us, another very close friend of Zion, and we want to invite him to say a few words.
Hi, good night, Auntie Zaki.
Good night. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. So
You look
tell us,
beautiful.
thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Tell us what this moment means to you. It is both the moment when we are celebrating the second anniversary of the transition of your dear friend, but it is
Mm-hmm.
also the moment when we are launching his son, into the formally into
Musical
the
world.
music industry. How do you feel?
Well, as I could say, it's a bittersweet moment,
Yes.
all right? Because I mean, from celebrating the second anniversary of my brother death or transition, as we will say, and that was the better part of it. And well, we have a sweet part of the day where we could still launch a video, online due to the
Yes.
circumstances. And it's a son that we launching into the musical realm, as we like to say now, you know what I mean? And I mean, it made me feel happy knowing that, Zion didn't go in vain. His son will, obviously pick up the legacy. And for the past 2 years, he has been doing that quite good, and I must commend him and applaud him for that. Israel, my little brother, my little nephew, whatever you want to call me, I am proud. I am happy to know that you're taking up your father' legacy and you're carrying it strong.
Okay, thank you so much, Jazzy Blaze. We will hear from you again and you get a chance to do your closing remarks. So, with no further ado, I am going to introduce King David, who, as that mentor, as that elder within the community, as one our Emancipation Support Committee Spirit of Emancipation awardee for 2021, we now invite King David to introduce the video the first video of Rising Star out of Zion.
Yes, to the world coming from Trinidad and Tobago. It is my pride and my pleasure to introduce you all a project, a blessed project. The rhythm is brought to you by Acoustic Live Studios. The video is produced by KG Reality Films. The song is written by Pumpman Donovan Bello, all in contribution to the singer of this project, Israel Taylor, aka Rising Starr. The song you're about to watch is Son of a Star. Let's take it in. On to you.
Rest in peace, Dada, Zion Starr. You will always be in my memory and in my heart. The youth with the fire upon him tongue, you know. Yeah, man, I got through them. Alright. Yeah. I am the rising star out as I am. When they make me think them have to know who I am. The son of a real legend. My daddy legacy, it must carry on. I am the rising star out as I am. Ready when you're ready, me not afraid to perform. Son of a real legend. One star gone, watch a new one born. Them say why you so serious, say the boy never smile well. How good I, after my daddy met him demise. Like somehow who no blind, even though them have eyes. Them can't see the truth from the lies. And right now me vex me in a region take so long to realize. Longer than them take for the thing to legalize. That my daddy was a legend and a wolf in the skies. To see him once more, that would have been my prize. I am the rising star out as I am. When they make me think them have to know who I am. The son of a real legend. My daddy legacy, it must carry on. I am the rising star out as I am. Ready when you're ready, me not afraid to perform. Son of a real legend. One star gone, watch a new one. I'm here for a purpose, you know. And me humble and me wise. But me no joke wrong, you know. Me full of pattern and style. Do not watch me little bit, do not watch me size. You never want me see how you right. So me focus, you know, and me not compromise. You forget first, you know, before you get recognized. Got some fire upon me tongue, ready to let it run wild. Tell them I am Zion Starr child. I am the rising star out as I am. When they make me think them have to know who I am. The son of a real legend. My daddy legacy, it must carry on. I am the rising star out as I am. Ready when you're ready, me not afraid to perform. Son of a real legend. One star gone, watch a new one born. Them say why you so serious, say the boy never smile well. How good I, after my daddy met him demise. Like somehow who no blind, even though them have eyes. Them can't see the truth from the lies. And right now me vex me in a region take so long to realize. Longer than them take for the thing to legalize. That my daddy was a legend and a wolf in the skies. To see him once more, that would have been my prize. I am the rising star out as I am. When they make me think them have to know who I am. The son of a real legend. My daddy legacy, it must carry on. I am the rising star out as I am. Ready when you're ready, me not afraid to perform. Son of a real legend. One star gone, watch a new one born.
Yes, indeed. Special thanks to all those who worked with Jay and his mom to ensure that he was able to have this video produced. Thank you so much to everyone. I mean, this was amazing. You know, I am so proud of him. As we say, it's a bittersweet moment, but seeing him launch this video with his Baba at the back of him, right there, providing all that support and just being present, I think was an amazing experience for me. So I just want to bring everyone back in so that we can have some final words now that we have all seen the video, including Israel for the first time. I'm anxious to hear how he feels and what he thinks about it. So I'm just going to invite everyone to give their closing remarks as we bring our launch to a close. So who wants to go first? Monica?
Yes. What I like to say is that it was a great video. I enjoyed it, and he did an
Yes.
extremely good job. So I'm just
Yes.
looking forward for more and more music, more videos, and we are continuing to support him along the way.
Yes. Thank you very much, Manifa.
No problem.
So, yes, King David, how you feel?
Yeah, I
See the big boy.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
now, close to tears. I enjoyed it. It was real
Yes.
touching. I just
Yes,
wanna
indeed.
say, if you care, like and share. That's the new way
Like
we're
and
gonna
share.
push Israel right now on the social media. So we go to Instagram, we go to YouTube, and we push
Yes.
it. We like, we share. And that's all
Yes.
required.
And
Love in the house.
yes, give thanks, King David. So, Mama Jade,
So I
how
just
are
want
you
to
feeling
say
at this moment?
I'm
Yes.
feeling super proud of Israel. He put in a lot of hard work to get this video, to the results that we have today. So I am extremely proud of him, and I would just like to tell everyone they can subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's Rizing Starr, and the video will be uploaded there, so they could go and review it and like, share, comment on the video.
Okay, so I've seen that we have. Okay, there he is. We have to get Rising Star right. We must say I can't. We can't end the show without your words. So, son, we are all very proud of you, as you have heard. Thank you for this effort. Thank you for believing in yourself. And I mean, you showed real confidence. And I mean, I'm really, really proud of you. And we are all very proud of you. But tell us how you feel now that you have seen the video.
Well, yes, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody, everybody that was involved, everybody that helped, Pump Man, Rev Music, all the uncles, Uncle Jazzy, Uncle King David, all the uncles. I have real uncles.
Very good.
Yes. I just want to say thank you to everybody, everybody that helped, everybody that supported, man. Continue to support, man. Yeah. Expect
Yes.
much more.
Okay, so we invite everyone, as King David said, like and share. That's how we are going to popularize the video and get him out there. Yes, so thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you for your support, and we wish the very best of success to our son, because he has to be all of our son now, all of our son. And we thank you all for the support that you would continue to give to him. Thanks to all those of you who joined us this evening. A special love and greetings we send to his grandma, Zion's mom, and to all the other members of his family. So thank you all very much. And as we say, like and share so that he will get there. Thank you.
Rest in peace, Dada, Zion Star. You will always be in my memory and in my heart. The youth with the fire upon him tongue, Yeah, man, I God through him. Alright. Yeah. I am the rising star out of Zion. Rest in peace, Dada, Zion Star.